First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Detroit. 62 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They're going to look to throw underneath for Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up the touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
You got 4. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. And Tate's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
56. Gone, 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 gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
Gone, 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 gone. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Space to run past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Right. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jonathan Bullard in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Detroit.
Now back to throw. Thomas barreling ahead. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll look to throw here. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay. We're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. So out now come the Lions. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, here's Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Cooper's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Back to throw. Dancing, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. 81 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. John Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes it 24-13. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, the spin. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here come the Lions now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
All right, now, look at 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the return will stop right around the 25. Cooper was the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Martin the punter now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
A give to Henry. Trucks over him. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Tackle made that time by Kevin Johnson.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover. As his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Demario Davis there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll set up a throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. And Lutz's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case,
and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
With it is Brown. Back now at Ford Field as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. Runs over him. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. The try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Lions have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford... To make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Watch him now, Barney!
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They don't have his man. That's Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.